Hello, and welcome back to RV Life with TNA. Today it's just me, Angie, and Earl. You more likely will be hearing him because he's distraught that Tim left him home. Yes. So yeah, can I put it down, buddy? Can I put it down? Yes. He's tired, I guess. Okay, you're gonna go now. Okay. Okay, he's giving me a bad look, a resting dog face. I don't know what's going on here. Whoa, he's back in my lap again. Okay, I guess he wants to be held. So you're getting it's real life. It's real life right here. When you have a bulldog, they don't care. I'm home alone because I had an issue for a few days and still kind of lingering. And I'm going to tell you why. Just hold on to your seats and make sure not to laugh too hard and don't spit your water on anybody. Here we go. Okay, so on Friday the 13th, I absolutely love that day. I'm just a Friday the 13th kind of girl. I have it tattooed on me. It was my mom's favorite number. It is what it is. So with that being said, it's always been a lucky day to me until this year. Yeah, so this is what happened. Picture it. I'm taking you back. I decided, well, after 20 years of marriage, my husband has got everything in the world for me, and I know he don't want for anything. And I was like, oh, let me take it back old school. You know, I'm gonna make him a paper plate. I'm gonna put some little pasta on it or some, cereal. I don't know. I was gonna do that. And then I had the thought of, let me try to make a necklace. You know, he would have to wear that out of pure love, just like we did for our kids. But as I stood there and looked at our pasta, I started questioning myself. Angie, think about how much pasta is right now, which isn't really that expensive, but am I really willing to open a box or a bag to take a few out and leave sitting there? No, I don't want to do it. So I was like, wait, I just bought Froot Loops up in the house. So I was like, oh, I'll use the Froot Loops. Got my plate down, got it all situated. I took a second plate, I cut it out into a heart, and then I started to dig out all the red Froot Loops from the box because that's what's going on my project for Tim. And it actually, oh, my camera's sliding down, guys. Okay, if I seem to be getting taller, it's because of my camera stand. Anyway, so yeah, back to it. I'm making this said plate and I am pulling out handfuls out of a container. Like I'd use one of these containers. It's got my husband's chips in it that he keeps out. That's not what I had it in, but I had it in another container, a whole bunch of Froot Loops. And I hear Tim coming down the stairs. So I had just put a big handful into my hand of these Froot Loops. And I had already dug some of the red ones out and put them on the plate. And so I panicked and I shoved them all in my mouth. And the plate went under the table. And I was like, hey, to my husband. And I just hope he didn't realize I was sitting there looking at him like this. Finally, he leaves said table. Goes back up the stairs to bed. I'm like, okay, I can get this done now. So I pull a little Valentine's Day out. I have it sitting here. I have the super glue and the red ones that I found. I started super gluing each one of them on there the way I wanted it. And then super glued Froot Loops started getting attached to me. They attacked me, but they didn't defeat me until later. So I got the Froot Loops and I'm gluing them to the table. Go for a next handful of these things. I'm pulling out more red ones when Tim comes back down the stairs again. Really? Really? Why? Why? So I shove those in my mouth. Well, in between shoving them in my mouth, I also like snacking on them, and I'm not crafty, so I think I ate like half a box. Okay, that I'm not gonna say I didn't, and I'm not gonna say I did. Okay, I did. Pretty much did. Anyway, Tim comes back down the stairs, and he sits in front of me with his potato chips, and he's just eating, and he didn't even ask me what I was doing or why I was up. And yeah, so I just sat here for a while with Froot Loops in front of me like I was eating dry cereal. And he finally walked back up there again. And I'm like, oh my gosh, if this man comes down one more time, it's just not going to work out. So I glued it to the table. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. Set it on the counter, get it ready for him to wake up the next morning, and left him a little note on it too that said, sorry I had no cash and there was nothing cool I could find you, but I love you, your wife, 2026. Yeah, I made it fancy. Well, I was proud of myself, and I took myself on to bed, and I was like, ha, accomplished. Well, so I thought. I fell asleep and got woken up to a god-awful pain. I can't even explain it. I just knew, make a beeline towards the bathroom. Well, I'm going as fast as I can. I duck, weave, and bob like I'm playing football or something here. Like, I don't know what's going on. Get to the bathroom, and yeah, well, I didn't realize how much fiber is in Froot Loops, I'm guessing, because I set from 11 p.m. to probably 5 a.m. in the restroom, making the most god-awful sounds you can make, and probably using a half a tank of water flushing. And my husband at one point says, wow, I've heard all of that. Well, dear world, let me explain something to you. All these years of marriage, I have told him that princesses don't pass gas. And yes, we all know that's crap, but in my mind, it works. So yeah, I am so exhausted and done at this point that I was like, I am so sorry. I'm not a princess anymore. Yeah, that happened. So I'm downgraded. I don't know. Maybe I got upgraded. I don't know. Anyway, I managed to stay up as long as I could the rest of that day, and he was very happy with his little Valentine's, and he's like, so nice, so cute, babe. While the whole entire day after, you know, I'm sitting there awake. My stomach sounds like it is the 4th of July, and it is making the most craziest sounds, and I can't even say, oh, that's not me. Oh yeah, it was. It was me. And no matter what I did or how many times I had to get up to the restroom, yeah, stomach didn't stop. Stomach didn't stop. So I ended up sitting around for most of the day because I couldn't leave the house. And then I get out to get some air. Like, my husband was like, let's get some air, maybe get a shower, maybe you'll feel better. And I didn't want to explain to him, I might have ate a whole box of Froot Loops or half a box. I really don't know. Yeah, because, yeah, hey, why not? The kids used to do it. Now I understand things. I understand things. Ugh, I should have learned from my boys, but I didn't. So I spent the whole entire day. I calm and collected. I got out in the sun. I tried everything. It didn't work. So that night I got worse. Ended back up in said restroom. Only this time, I don't even know how to explain it. I woke up on the bathroom floor. Yeah. And I had covered myself in a Star Wars blanket. No, not blanket, a towel. A towel. My bad. And I hear my husband stirring, and he's walking down the hall. Then he goes, oh, my legs are hanging out in the hallway back here. Right back there. And he just steps over me and walks down these stairs and goes outside to a tree or something and goes pee, and then comes back in, steps back over me, and goes to bed. Hey Timothy, man I'm married to, I love you so much. If spouse is on the floor, maybe you should check on her. And you don't know what could have happened. We watch so much true crime, who knows? So, yeah, he didn't help me. He left me in the floor. And I honestly don't care about that part at all. Kind of hurt my feelings at first, but then I was like, I'm so glad he didn't try to get me up, because I couldn't have left. So I'm in the bathroom still, not living my best life, making god-awful sounds, and the noises were just, it's like I'm having flashbacks. Oh, horrible. Anyway, yeah, I wake up yesterday. I'm having to take this, and I have to take stomach medicine all the time anyway. And I tried to stop said I feel like I'm dying feeling. And I took all that and ended up kind of helped me. Really did. Also, God, the men kept handing me that pink crap. What's it called? Pepto-Bismol, okay? I ain't trying to step on toes out there. Anybody who loves their Pepto, go for it, bro. It's all you. But give it to me. I hate it. I'm not that girl. I'm not that girl. I'll only take it if my husband gives it to me, because I know he's gonna close my nose and make me drink it if I don't. Plus, he thinks it's like the best tasting thing and fixes everything. Now, I don't get that part. But anyway, yeah. So there is a public service announcement to all of you out there. When making Valentine's Day gifts for a loved one, maybe, just maybe, steer away from these. Let's see. It says a good source of fiber. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, good source of fiber. Yeah, I'll vouch for that one. Anybody need some help out? Get you some Froot Loops. That's all I gotta say. But then hold on tight, because your world is going to explode. And just hope you got some wet wipes and a toilet nearby, maybe a bucket. I don't care, man. I'm telling you, I'm pre-warning you. I'm giving you the facts, the straight up facts of life here. Just don't let your kid eat that much cereal. Maybe don't you do it either. Just know, Froot Loops took me down. They took me down, and yeah, so my public service announcement is, please go gentle while eating Froot Loops. And yeah, so that's a really great story to tell you, huh? Why not? That's what happens when you live in an RV. You get your title of princess taken because of the god-awful noises that come out of you. And yeah, gonna have to fill up on water again, because we're on day 3, even though I'm feeling a little bit better. Day 3, gonna collect some more water. And I'm glad you haven't heard my stomach the whole time. Well, maybe you have. You hear Earl all the time. But until next time, stay cool. Don't eat Froot Loops. That's all I'm asking.